Hey, what's up guys, it's QwertyQwertz here, and in this video, I will be ranking all 17 official WCA events. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoy the video, and I guess let's get started. So coming in at number 17 is 5x5 blindfolded. So this might be a bit unfair, but this is the only event I haven't actually attempted before. That's basically why I'm putting it so low though. I don't really think an official event should be this difficult, especially with how one move can mess up your solve after a long attempt. I'm very sorry, big blinders. At number 16, we have 4x4 blindfolded. I'm fairly sure you'll expect me to put this next anyway. I have done some attempts on this, but I was like quite far off, and once again I don't think an official event should be this hard. I'll probably practice this again once it's at a competition coming up. And at number 15, we have FMC. Okay, so I can sort of understand why some people might like this, but I'm basically placing it this low because I'm still capable of improving on speed events. I don't really like the feeling of doing a WCA school exam for 3 hours when I could do anything else at a competition, but I might practice this when I'm old. Okay, at number 14 we have multi-blind. Okay, so this is where the events I sort of like appear on this list. I have done quite a few multi-blind attempts in the past, and I can say I didn't find it too bad. I'm not a massive fan of putting in a lot of time in attempts just to DNF, but I find it really fun doing multiple cubes blindfolded and seeing how many I solved. It's usually not many, but it's not a bad event. And at number 13 we have 3x3 blindfolded. I personally don't practice this much, but considering I don't like doing massive attempts such as big blind and multi, this isn't too bad. I'm awful at blindfolded, but I'll also practice this once I slow down to speed events. In number 12 we have Megaminx. I used to practice Megaminx a lot last year, and for some reason I didn't really improve much. I picked it about 109 after over 3,000 solves, and my official solves were always awful anyway. I only do about 5 solves a week max now, but I honestly prefer any other speed event over this. And at number 11 we have Square 1. I haven't really gotten into practicing Square 1 much, but I've always wanted to get faster. It's not a bad event, but I think it's just a bit too algorithm based, especially for me. I might practice this sometime this year hopefully. And at number 10 we have 5x5. Okay, so this is the first n-by-n event on the list. I basically grind 3x3, 6x6 and 7x7 quite a bit, and I do some 2x2 and 4x4 on the side. But I never really do much 5x5. I'm not really sure why I don't practice it much, but I'm not great at it compared to other n-by-n events. And at number 9 we have 3x3 one-handed. I don't think this event is too bad, but it always seems to hurt my hand after like 3 solves, so I can never really practice it much. For some reason my rankings are really bad in this compared to other events, so I might try and improve it soon. And at number 8, we have 7x7. Okay, so I have done quite a lot of 7x7 lately, and I find it quite fun. I can just play a video or listen to music and just grind solves, and that's all I really need to do to improve. I'd much rather do 6x6 though, so I usually just end up doing that. At number 7, we have 4x4. So this is an event I want to get into soon. I would probably rank this a lot higher if parity didn't exist, but I love the non-3x3 stages in 4x4. The only reason this isn't higher is because it's too luck based for a long event. And at number 6, we have Scube. So I'm placing this quite high since I generally like short events, and this is definitely one of them. I want to try average around mid-4 this year if I can. And at number 5, we have 2x2. Even though I've placed this 5th, this is the event I've actually done the most solves on. It's usually really fun to just sit down and grind a bunch of 2x2 solves, but my sessions vary a lot depending on what scrambles I get. I still need to learn CLO, but I'd like to average maybe 2.6 this year. And at number 4, we have 6x6. Okay, so this is definitely my favourite n-by-n event that isn't 3x3. It's really fun to just sit down and grind 6x6, and it's a really good length for a long event. The main problem with it is pops, but if you turn better this can mostly be avoided. And at number 3, we have Pyraminx. So lately I've found that I've done a lot of Pyraminx, and that's because I can still easily improve. I learned L3 not too long ago, and my times have gone down quite a lot, except at popping off Pukekohe. And at number 2, we have Clock. Yeah, I think you guys can definitely see the bias here, and I already know a lot of you will be angry in the comments over this. I honestly think that Clock is a really fun event to grind, but I've really only found that after averaging about sub 8 or faster or so. I'm also starting to get on the verge of around sub 5, so I plan to keep practicing. And my favourite event is 3x3 with feet. And in first place, my favourite event is 3x3. You'll probably expected this from the start, but yes, 3x3 is my favourite event. Whenever I feel like cubing but I'm not sure what to practice, I always get my 3x3 and do a bunch of solves. For some reason I'm still really bad at 3x3, so I need to do something to fix my solves. But anyway, thank you all so much for watching. Make sure to let me know your favourite events in the comments. I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.